Hello children, let us now continue with our chapter number 6, that is linear equation in one variable. Now in this part we are going to learn how to solve an equation. So before that, let us learn what is meant by solution of the equation. So the value of the variable in which the equation for which LHS is equal to RHS is called the solution of the equation. It is also known as the root of an equation. See, there are three methods of solving linear equation in one variable. They are trial and error method, transposition method, and balancing equation method or balanced equation method. Now let us start with our first method, that is trial and error method. See here what we have to do. First we have to put the given numerical value, that is x is equal to 1 for the variable. Now check whether the value of the LHS and RHS of the equation are equal. And if the value are equal, then that value, that is the first x is equal to 1, is the solution of the given equation. Otherwise, continue with the next value, that is x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3, x is equal to 4 until you get LHS is equal to RHS. Now let us take an example here. I have taken 5x plus 6 is equal to 26. So let us check whether x is equal to 1 is the solution of this equation. So I have substituted here x is equal to 1. That is 5 into 1 plus 6, I will get the answer as 11, which is not equal to 26, which is the RHS of this equation. So that shows that x is equal to 1 is not the solution of this equation. Now let me continue and put x is equal to 2. I have put x is equal to 2, so 5 into 2 plus 6, that is equal to 16, which is not equal to 26. That is not equal to the RHS. That shows that x is equal to 2 is not the solution of the equation. Now let me come to the third one, x is equal to 3. Here also you can see I get the answer 21, which is not equal to 26. But when I put x is equal to 4, that is x is equal to 4, 5 into 4 plus 6, I get answer as 26, which is equal to RHS. That shows that x is equal to 4 is the solution of the given equation. So children, let us now continue with the next method, the method of transposition. See, keeping the variable on one side and moving all the terms of an equation to the other side of the equation is called as a transposition. So whenever you change a number from one side to another, that is from LHS to RHS or RHS to LHS, the sign changes. So let us see. If you have a term with a plus sign, it will become minus when I change the side, and a minus sign will become plus sign. Similarly, a number multiplied becomes division and division becomes multiplication when I change the side. Let us take an example. Here I have taken 2x plus 9 is equal to 50. Now keeping x on my LHS, I will shift all the other terms to the RHS. So first I will shift plus 8. So it becomes 50 minus 8, that is equal to 42. Now I will take 2, that is multiplication with x to the other side, it becomes division. So I get x is equal to 42 divided by 2, that is equal to x will be equal to 21. Let us now come to the last method known as balancing method. Here to explain the balancing method, I have taken an example, that is 2 into q plus 4 is equal to 2. Balancing method means I have to add the same terms on both the sides of the equation. Now I have the equation 2 into q plus 4 is equal to 2. I want to first remove the 2. So to remove this 2, which is the multiplication with q plus 4, I have to divide the LHS with 2. So since I am dividing the LHS by 2, I am also dividing the RHS by 2 to balance the equation. So I will get q plus 4 is equal to 1. Now I have to remove this plus 4. For that, I will add the additive inverse of plus 4 on both the side of the equation. That is q plus 4 minus q will be equal to 1 minus 4. So, I get the answer as q is equal to minus 3. So, in this way, I got the solution of the equation, that is q is equal to minus 3. So, let us now solve some of the questions from the exercise 6.2. I have taken question number 3, that is you have to solve the following equations. Here I will be solving question number A. Here it is not mentioned by what method we have to solve, so I will use transposition method only. So first one is minus 21x is equal to 42. So I will take minus 21 on the other side of the equation. So it will become division. So I get x is equal to minus 42 divided by 21, that is minus 2. Let me come to the B1. So here you can see you have 2 and there is a bracket, x minus 5 is equal to 4 into bracket x minus 10. So first step is I will open the brackets. So my first step will be 2 into x is 2x, 2 into 10 is minus 10. 4 into x is 4x and then it is minus 40. So I get 40 minus 10, that is I am shifting the minus 40 on the other side of the equation, it becomes plus 40. So I get 40 minus 10 is equal to 4x minus 2x. So 40 minus 10 is 30 and 4x minus 2x is 2x. So I get x is equal to 15. Let me come to the C1. Here you can see that the question is 3 minus x divided by x plus 6 is equal to 4. I can even write it as 4 by 1. So first step I will cross multiply. So that will be 3 minus x is equal to 4 into x plus 6. Next step I will open the bracket. So it will be 3 minus x is equal to 4x plus 24. Then I will bring the variables on one side and the constants on one side. So when I shift plus 24 on the LHS side, I get 3 minus 24 and 4x plus x it becomes when I shift x minus x on the RHS. So 4x plus x will become 5x and 3 minus 24 I'll get minus 21. So my x will be equal to minus 21 divided by 5. Yes, so let us now solve some word problems. That is question number 6. It reads that one number is 4 less than 3 times another number. If their sum is increased by 5, the result is 25. We have to find both the numbers. So let us take one number as x. So the other number will be 3x minus 4. They have given that the sum increased by 5, the result is 25. So I will add both the numbers, that is x plus 3x minus 4, and I will add 5 to that plus 5, I will get is equal to 25. Now I will add the variable, that is x plus 3x, I get 4x, and I will shift plus 5 on the other side of the equation, I get 20. So it becomes 4x minus 4 is equal to 20. I will shift the minus 4 on the other side of the equation, I get 24. That is 4x is equal to 24. So x will be equal to 24 divided by 4, that is equal to 6. So one of the number will be 6. Let us find the other number, that is I will substitute x for in the equation 3x minus 4. So 3 into 6 minus 4 will give me 14. Let us solve one more word problem, that is to find 4 consecutive odd numbers whose sum is 40. Here they have given a hint that you have to assume that the 4 consecutive odd numbers means x, x plus 2, x plus 4 and x plus 6. You know that odd numbers with the difference must be 2. So we have taken the numbers bx, x plus 2, x plus 4 and x plus 6. They are telling the sum of this consecutive odd number is 40. So I will add that. Now first I will add all the 4 variables. I will get 4x, and when I add the numbers, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6, I get 12. So 4x plus 12 will be equal to 40. Now I will shift the 12 on the other side of the equation. 40 minus 12 will be 28. So 4x will be equal to 28. X will be equal to 7. So let us find the different numbers now. So the numbers are 7, 7 plus 2, that is 9, 7 plus 4, that is 11, and 7 plus 6, that is 13. So let us now solve one problem related to age. I have taken here question number 21. It reads, Bhaskar is 4 times as old as his son. After 16 years, he will be twice as old as his son. We have to find his son's present age. Here I have taken that let Bhaskar's son's age be x years. So according to the condition, Bhaskar's age will be 4x. Let us find what happens after 16 years to Bhaskar's son's age and Bhaskar. Age of Bhaskar's son will be x plus 16 and age of Bhaskar will be 4x plus 16. And according to the further condition, that is after 16 years, Bhaskar will be twice as old as his son. I will write the equation as 4x plus 16 is equal to 2 into x plus 16. Let us open the bracket now. So I get 4x plus 16 is equal to 2x plus 32. I will take all the variables on one side and constant on the other side. So I get 4x minus 2x is equal to 32 minus 16. So 4x minus 2x will give me 2x and 32 minus 16 will give me 16. So x will be equal to 16 by 2, that is equal to x. That shows that Bhaskar's son's age is 8 years, and if I want to find out the age of Bhaskar, it will be 4 into 8, that is equal to 32 years. So now let us solve one more problem related to digits. I have taken question number 22. A number has 2 digits whose sum is 7. If 27 is added to the number, each digits get interchanged. We have to find the number. So according to question, it is given that sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 7. So if one's digit is x, the 10th digit will be 7 minus x. So let us write the number in expanded form, that is 10 into 7 minus x plus x. When I solve this equation, I get 70 minus 9x. The number formed by reversing the digit will be 10x plus 7 minus x. When I solve this, I get 9x plus 7. So now let us apply the condition. That is, they are saying that 27 when added to the number, the digits get interchanged. So I get 70 minus 9x plus 27. I will get the reverse number, that is 9x plus 7. I will solve the equation. That is, I will bring all the variables in one place and all the constants on one place. I get answer as 18x is equal to 90 and x is equal to 5. Now my ones place digit 5 and tens place digit will be 7 minus 5, that is 2. So the given number is 25. Let us solve one more problem related to fractions now. I have taken question number 23. It says that numerator of a fraction is 3 less than the denominator. If 1 is added to both its numerator and denominator, it becomes 1 by 2. I have to find the fraction. So I have taken, let the denominator be x. So they are saying the numerator is 3 less than the denominator. So the numerator will be x minus 3. And I can write the fraction as x minus 3 divided by x. Now, according to the next condition, they are saying if 1 is added both to the numerator and denominator, the fraction becomes 1 by 2. So I will add x minus 3 plus 1 divided by x plus 1. It will be equal to 1 by 2. I will cross multiply and solve the equation. That is 2 into x minus 2 will be equal to x plus 1. Bring the variables on one place and constant on one place. I get x is equal to 5. Now I find the fraction. So the fraction will be 5 minus 3. That is our numerator, and denominator is 5. That is, the answer will be 2 divided by 5. So children, let us solve one more problem related to speed and distance. So I have taken question number 25. A boy covers a distance of 25 km in 3 hours. Partly on foot at the rate of 5 km per hour and partly on bicycle at the rate of 10 km per hour. We have to find the distance covered on foot. I have taken, let the distance covered on foot be x kilometer. And we know the total distance is 25 kilometer. So the distance covered on bicycle will be 25 minus x kilometer. Now the speed of walking is given as 5 km per hour and the speed of bicycle is given as 10 km per hour. We know that total time taken for the journey is 3 hours and time is given by the formula distance divided by speed. So my equation will be x divided by 5 plus 25 minus x divided by 10 will be equal to 3. I will multiply this equation by 2 and then shift the constants on other side of the equation. I get 2x plus 25 minus x will be equal to 30. When I solve this further, I get x is equal to 30 minus 25, that is equal to 5 km. So the distance covered on the foot will be 5 km. Thank you children. This completes our chapter Linear Equation in One Variable.